In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use attractive text on PixelLab, so that your design will not be boring. I'm going to explain shortly, practically, as you can see. This is a tutorial, so just stay with me. I'm going to show you what I mean. So the first thing I'm going to do, or before I proceed, I need, if you're watching this video for the first time, I need you to know that this is called PixelLab. I mean the application. It's called PixelLab. This is it. If you use an Android phone, you are lucky because you can download this on Google Play Store for absolutely free. If you use an iPhone, you can't download this, but I can recommend another application, which is Canva. But this is a PixelLab application. So after this tutorial, you can download it and then practice what you have learned in the tutorial. So right now, I'll make my background white. I'll choose color, make my background white. Okay, as you can see, then I'm going to insert a text. Let's make this pure white. So to insert a text is simple. Just click on the A icon, click on text, click on edit. So let's say we're going to type in the word PixelLab. So I basically want to show you how you can make your text more attractive. So let's choose a font. Click on font. Go to Made Tommy personal. Okay, this is my custom font, and if you don't know how to download your custom fonts on PixelLab, just let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. I'll send you a link to a tutorial that I have created for that. Anyway, so as you can see, this is our font. Let's assume that we're designing. Your font would simply just be like this. But I want to show you how you can actually do something a bit special to make your fonts more attractive when designing. So instead of making your font plain, one of the first things I recommend is to use a gradient color for your font. You don't have to do this every time. It only depends on the type of design you are making. So I would explain. If you click on this and then you scroll to where you have color, you'll go to gradient and then click on the plus sign. So we have this blue color here, but right now I want to make this blue color a gradient, which means I'm choosing two different blue colors, to create a special, shade or effect. It's simple, just what you understand. I'll click on the plus sign now, and then I'll click on this and choose a blue color. Let's say this, which is what we had initially, and then I'll click on this other one and then choose something like this. Now we have this gradient, and then I'm going to click on, let's say, this, and I'll click OK. So you can see, let me duplicate this and put the previous color so you see the difference. So you can see the difference. So sometimes the difference between an attractive text and the text that is not attractive is just the color. Sometimes you just have to use gradients to make your color, to make your text more attractive. Now the next thing I'm going to talk about is using inner shadow. Now all these things are not things you need to use every time, but if your design requires it, use it. So I'm going to click on inner shadow right now and enable it, and then I'll choose white, or I could use let's say white, and then I'll increase the radius or even decrease it, the blur radius, decrease it, and then I'll go to I'd increase the offset X to like 5, then this, to like 5 as well. Then boom. So I have this. Then let me place the previous one so you understand the difference. So if you look closely, let me zoom. If you look closely, there's a difference in these two texts. This one has some shadow right here. This one doesn't have any shadow. Inner shadow, I'm talking about that. You understand? So these are minor changes that you would not notice. Sorry, that an average person may not notice. But when you're designing for like a client that has what do we call it? That has eye for detail, that loves to notice the littlest things in designs, they will actually notice all these, little changes that you make to enhance the attractiveness of your text. So let's assume that our background was this and our text were white. So let me delete this. So if your text is white, one simple thing you can do to make your text stand out or more attractive is to add shadow behind it. It's simple. Just scroll to where you have inner shadow, click on it. So you can see we have the shadow there, but we need to adjust it properly. So the first thing is that you need to decrease the capacity of your shadow. You don't want it to be too obvious. So capacity should be reduced to like let's say 40. Then scroll down. The blur radius can decrease it to like 7. Then scroll down. Then adjust the offset X to like let's say 4. The offset Y, just it's like 4, and boom, you have this. You can see how it pops. Now I'm going to duplicate this and put this one without the shadow so you can see the difference. Let me remove the shadow. So can you see the difference? This one, you can see it's popping, this one doesn't, and then I could decide to add some inner shadow now. So this, the inner shadow would be blue, and then yeah, I'll use this. So you can see the difference between this text. So yeah, these are things you can include in your design when when creating your your stuff. Anyway, that's it. I'll see you next time.